as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Reading High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Joe Mulligan.
Hey everybody, welcome to Game 7 for your Reading Rockets. The Rockets stayed undefeated with an absolute instant classic of a game last week versus Winchester. Jack Murphy connected on an incredible two-point conversion sidearm pass to Devon Bursey. Put him up 29-28 with 1:40 to go in the game. To Winchester's credit, they marched down the field with 8 seconds to go. A field goal is pulled left, and the Rockets hold on to stay undefeated and at the top of the Division III power rankings. Murph, this week's a Middlesex League matchup against Lexington. It's a squad that's frankly having a little bit of a down year here, but nothing would please them more than to play Giant Slayer this week against the Rockets.
Incredible game last week. By the way, kudos to you. To call a game like that, Tim, you were amazing. To call
Tell me more, Murph.
A two-point conversion, a missed field goal. You sounded like a pro. You really did, and I was impressed by it. I thought I talked too much. I thought I talked over a little bit over the play, but
Murph, it's
kudos
all right.
to you. You're a professional, even though you're volunteering, and well done. It was an unbelievable game, an unbelievable call by you.
Oh, you're not getting paid, Murph?
No.
I should have kept that to myself, Brian. Brian Lindmark here working the camera for us here today. The Rockets are going to field the ball here. An unusual Thursday night tilt at 6 o'clock, so hopefully we get the word out that the Rockets are playing. They're going to be looking for them to play tomorrow night, and they're going to be looking at nothing, Brian. Maybe we can send you back here, Brian, just to film an empty field. Low kick here.
Kind of a typical trap game here, right?
Lexington. McCloskey, I think, gets there to 35, 36-yard line. They'll start Murphy and company 1st and 10.
Yeah, if I know Coach Fiore, it's, hey, this is a trap game. We got a short week. Those who are fans of the NFL know that when you play on Sunday and then a Thursday night, it's tough to emotionally get back into the game and be, on your game. See if the Rockets can put that Winchester game behind them and execute early.
Coach Fiore did not hold back about what he thinks about Thursday night games. With a little interview with Kevin Stone last week. Not a fan. He wants to get some guys healthy, get back, and Murphy in motion right now. It's Pulpy. Oh, it's going to be a halfback option starting the game. He's wide open. Bobby Morris.
Let's go.
And can he outrun him the very first play of the game? Halfback option, or should I say wide receiver option. Pulpy comes across the middle, throws it to a wide open Bobby Morris, and the Rockets score on the first play from scrimmage. Wow.
So if you watched last week, you remember Bobby with the huge 75-yard touchdown reception. The very next play is a 70-yard touchdown reception. Again, great play call.
That's all he does.
Amazing.
All Morris does is pull down 60, 70-yard touchdown passes consecutively. Ravens for the extra right here. It's up. He absolutely booms it. He booms at the old imagination station, and that one's good. And 16 seconds into the game, the Rockets 7, Lexington nothing.
Are we going
That's
to
an
talk about
ominous-
Imagination Station? Like, do you remember the rats in that place?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Loved
it
it.
was,
I
for like
loved
10 years, it was
You got to use your
disaster.
imagination if you're going to have fun back there. It was incredible. I think that's where COVID started.
I think it might have.
Could have been.
Good job by Pulpy. Well-designed play. They worked on it all week. The stretch play to Pulpy, who bubbled around and threw it to Morris. Amazing start to the game.
I may be wrong, but that could be Ryan Pulpy's first touchdown pass
Might be.
of his career,
I'm guessing you're probably right.
of his high school career. Who knows what he did when he was younger? What a play. Murphy to Pulpy to Morris. Austin McCloskey kicks off here for the Rockets. It's a nice high boot there down to about the 10. Fielded by number 1. We'll call his name a lot this week. That's Amari Mao. You'll see him, the names you're going to hear on the Lexington side. Quarterback Adam O'Shaughnessy's number 8. And he'll have Mao number 1. And you'll also see number 30 is Christian Flores. C-Flow apparently is his stage name.
That's a great name. It's a great name. The Rockets will come out with their traditional 3-4 defense. The guys up front, you got Barrington Anderson, you got Daniel Lewis in the middle, and you've got Mohammed Kamis, the 3 down linemen, with number 11 Sean Duras on the edge.
O'Shaughnessy back to pass in the first play. There's a flag on the play. He's got it
Okay.
wide open, and he
my
can't pull it
goodness
in. Mao
gracious.
can't pull it in. He has it, but there might have been motion before that. So,
What a great throw by number 8. Oh my goodness, what a perfect ball.
wow, the Rockets score on a huge play in the first one, and Lexington comes back with one of their own. And if Mao pulls that down, he goes in, and it would have been a heartbreaker because there was a penalty on Lexington. So 2nd and 10 here.
The linebacking core, number 5 Jake Palm, number 55 Riley Leonard.
I'm not sure how this is 2nd and 10 if there's a penalty, but I'm not sure what we missed there. Maybe they picked it up. Spread offense right here. O'Shaughnessy. He rolls out right, throws up underneath right there. There's Mao again, number 1. We'll call his name a lot. He's one of their key skill position players for the Minutemen.
To round out the linebacking core, number 25 Rob Savio. He's had an outstanding year so far. And number 6 Mikey Boudiette.
Just got breaking news from the Deemer family. Ben Deemer, solid superstar middle linebacker, out this week. Looks to return next week to Belmont. Maybe ease his way back in, get some game speed. And with the special cast, he's supposed to be set to come back. So Deemer would be a welcome addition in the middle of that Rocket defense.
In that Woburn game, we lost Leonard and Deemer in the same game. Good to see Riley back. Look forward to having Deemer back.
O'Shaughnessy, he's going to keep it himself. He's got room and plenty of it. Cuts out, and he might run away with this thing. Beautiful play by O'Shaughnessy. He rips it for about 40 yards there into Rocket territory down to the 35.
Being
Call
an
it the
O'Connor
34.
and a Murphy, we like an O'Shaughnessy actually doing well. We don't want him to play that good tonight, but you know what?
When the Murphys, the
It's not bad.
O'Shaughnessy's, and the O'Connors get together,
It's bad news.
lightning, electric.
Yeah.
It's electric. I don't know what you do with a Lindmark, but
We mix it.
what's the genealogy of Lindmark?
Swedish Irish.
There was a kid I went to college with named Jay O'Shaughnessy, who was a pitcher for Belmont High in Northeastern. I'm wondering if they're related. I don't know. If someone knows that, send me a text. He was a beast.
O'Shaughnessy back himself, throws it up underneath. It's a one-on-one coverage there. Zach Labriola's
That a
there.
boy, Zachary.
Beautiful coverage. He doesn't get too close to Mao. Hits Labriola in the back, but tight coverage, but did not interfere. So beautiful play by Zach right there on first down.
Early in the game, I'm very impressed with number 8 O'Shaughnessy for Lexington. He's thrown a couple of really nice balls. He's scrambled for a first down. He's an impressive kid.
So I will tell you that I'll give a shout out to my classmate, Matt O'Shaughnessy, the Big Show. You ever seen him? He's about 6'8", and he's ATF agent, federal agent. You don't want him kicking down your door. Keeper right there for O'Shaughnessy. Nice job to avoid turn nothing into something. He gets a couple out of it, but he looks like good pressure right there on the right-hand side for the Rockets.
Barrington Anderson and Mikey Boudiette on the tackle. Here comes the nickel package for the Rockets on 3rd and long.
Anderson kept him in from getting outside, so beautiful play by Barrington right there. 3rd and call it 8 right here for Lexington.
There's a new name for the folks at home, number 19, Luke Rogerson, 6'1", 180, junior in the game right now. He's a heck of a football player.
Big push up the middle. Oh, nice job by O'Shaughnessy to avoid it, but it gets pulled down from behind. Let's see who got him.
Looks like Brendan LaMontagne, number 44.
LaMontagne. So listen, I ran into some Peabody Junior varsity coaches. I won't tell you where, but it might have been a local establishment that sells alcoholic beverages after the game, and they said there was some kid at the JV game who was rolling over us. I think Peabody might have won that game, and sure enough, it was number 44, LaMontagne. He goes, this kid LaMontagne, they said he was an animal, absolute beast playing in the JV game last night.
By the way, his little brother, I guess, is dominating the Pop Warner world in the 8th grade.
Let's go.
Look forward to seeing more LaMontaignes in the future.
Twin Peaks. 4th down here. They're going to go for it. He's going to roll out right to pass. He throws it up. It lofts it high, and he pulls it in. What a play. He got a lot of air under that one.
Okay.
And they come right back, and Griffin Leahy pulls the ball in. O'Shaughnessy waits, throws the ball up in the air, and the Minutemen strike back.
O'Shaughnessy doesn't care that we're number 1 in Division III.
He doesn't care at all.
His kid's balling. I like it.
What a beautiful series for O'Shaughnessy and the Minutemen here to strike right back as they try to tie it. It looks like they are going to go for the kick. Reading and Lexington trading touchdowns here early in the first quarter. Ball's down, it's up, and it looks like it's right down the middle. And with 8:20 to go in the first quarter, it is Reading 7, Lexington 7.
So we have a star-studded halftime show.
Yes.
We're gonna have a great halftime guest. So stick around. You're gonna do the interview.
Oh, okay. No pressure.
I saw him before the game. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna surprise the group. But let's just say he's a starting left tackle for Harvard University.
Oh, boy.
Okay. His
There we
sister's
go.
playing over there in the
Gotcha.
field hockey senior night. But we might have a special guest at halftime, so stick around.
That's awesome. I think I might know who you're talking about when we're speaking of giant behemoths of men. We also may have, we may have the visitors from the dance team, from the cheerleading team. We're going to have everybody up here. We're going to have the big red chair is up here, Murph.
A lot of cool
Do some
stuff
big red chair
tonight.
interview. Stands are filling in now. Back deep, looks like maybe Pulpy and Bursey. Not sure.
Student section a little light tonight. There's a senior night volleyball, senior night field hockey.
Yeah, a lot of things
early
going on.
start on a Thursday night. I think they'll fill in probably around halftime.
Better yet, they're probably just watching us on their phones, Murph.
They could be.
Oh, nice job. Low kick right there. Who picks that up? Wow, who else? Who else picks it up? McCluskey takes it to the 45-yard line. If we don't
Special
call
teams
his name
demon.
90% of the time on every single special teams play, Murph, every kickoff, it's insane.
Kid's amazing.
We told you last week he's kicking balls off and he's making the tackle.
Honestly, he's probably, we've got Devon Bursey, who's maybe the best running back in the league. If we don't have Devon, McCloskey's probably the second best running back in the conference. And,
how about that?
He's doing great on special teams.
1st and 10 here for Murphy and company. Looks like flanked by Bursey. 2 split left, 2 right. He's going to hand it off to Devon. Devon cuts back. Oh, shifty move. Wow, he rips this thing. He doesn't want to go down. He takes it for about 13 into Lexington territory. As you mentioned, Bursey having an absolutely stellar year. And the combination of Bursey and Jack Murphy in an RPO is dangerous. We got Palm split right, looks like with Dom Pate. Bursey flanks Murphy. This one, Murph keeps himself. He's got a huge hole, cuts outside. He's got a ton of room in front of him, and no one's going to catch him. Jack Murphy just rips it off for about 43 yards for the touchdown. We just talked about it. How do you defend against Bursey and Jack Murphy? Oh, I'm extra happy today too, Murphy, because I put Jack Murphy in my fantasy football lineup this week. I took out C.J. Stroud. Very disappointing last week. I put in Murphy, and you know what? You know that Thursday night game, it's a real killer when you start putting up the points early on Thursday. It demoralizes your opponent, and I just got 6 from Murphy. Back Ravens right there. He's back. He kicks it, booms it.
So back to last week, Jack was incredibly efficient. 11 for 12 passing for 130 yards, 13 carries for 140 yards. You know, I don't know about QBR and ratings, but I've never seen a more efficient night. And then you throw on top of that the 70-yard game-winning touchdown pass and the 2-point conversion.
It was a pretty good night. It was a pretty good night.
It was a good night in the Murphy household.
Yeah, it was.
And then the best part, the New England Football
Journal
Network was here.
Yeah.
And in their analysis, they dubbed Jack Murphy as good, if not better, than James Murphy.
Come on!
Oh, it was a grenade. By the way, I'm all over that. I sent it to James down at
I can't wait. I can't wait till Thanksgiving morning and see what's going to. The Murphy brothers going to be going toe to toe.
I love it.
McCloskey, nice boot there again. Austin down to the 10. Looks like Mao fields this. Cuts left. He's got a little room. He just gets up in the air, gets pulled down. Leaving his feet might not have been that wise on that one, but it looks like 44. LaMontagne's in there again. Number 19 you brought up again.
It's all the same guys on special teams. They're amazing.
Luke Rogerson.
We got Rogerson. We got Caraco. We got LaMontagne. You know, they're sophomores and juniors, but they're
Ethan
earning
Pember
their stripes
in there
on
as
special
well, number
teams.
22.
Let's talk about the secondary. We got number 3, Jamal Palmer at left corner, having a great year. Number 5, Jake Palm, senior captain. Williams commit on his way to play in the NESCAC.
Beautiful.
We got number 18, Ryan Pulpy in place for Ryan Fitzgerald, who's hurt. We'll talk a little bit more about him.
1-for-1 passing with a touchdown, Pulpy.
And then we've got Zach Labs at the right corner, number 4, having a great year as well.
He's going to keep it himself. I tell you, it behooves the Rockets to just spy number 8 because he can do everything.
So Rocket fans know Ryan Fitzgerald. He's having an amazing year. He's a senior, number 21. He's our big hitter. He had a lacerated spleen.
Yikes!
In the game last week, he was hospitalized this week, and we miss him. He's down there in his Letterman's jacket. We miss Ryan and his energy and his hitting, but hopefully he'll be back for maybe Thanksgiving, maybe the playoffs.
Big fan of the entire Fitzy family. 2nd and 9 here. He's back to pass. Got plenty of time, and he throws it up on another high ball there. Wow, and Wow pulls it down. Whew! He gets a ton of air on each of those passes, but perfectly placed, and Mao connects for about 30 yards to midfield. So beautiful pass, pitch, and catch from O'Shaughnessy to Mao.
Number 1, Mao's an impressive cat right there. There's a great corner route. O'Shaughnessy dropped a dime in the bucket. Really impressive so far for the Lexington office.
We said, wouldn't Lexington absolutely love to play Giant Slayer today against the number 1 team in Division III? Rockets lead 14-7 with 6:10 to go. It seems like a slow quarter already.
Yes, they're moving.
The way they're scoring, this one's going to be a high one.
We like shootouts. Shootouts are fun.
Let's go.
Coach Fiore doesn't like shootouts.
It's like they just
he
just called a timeout. Lexington just called a timeout. They're confused with a play they're going to run right now.
All right, quick shout out. I get the first shout out of the night with 5:50 left in the first quarter.
Let's do it.
I want to give a shout out to my nephew. I'm going to call him my nephew, Charlie Kennedy, who's watching all the way from Connecticut. He's
Beautiful.
2 years old. They have us on the big screen.
Yeah,
his
Charlie.
favorite show is Bluey.
Yes.
And his favorite character is Bingo from Bluey.
Yep.
Right. So it's like in our
Mine
house, it's
too.
like who's better, Bingo or Jack Murphy? Like it's a kind of a toss-up.
Listen.
And Charlie, I think might guess.
Well, the way from what I've heard, it's now Bingo, Jack Murphy, then James Murphy. That's the way it's said,
agreed.
right?
I think that's right. Have you ever heard of Bluey? By the way,
that's the way I'm reading it.
Have you heard of Bluey? This
Of
must
course.
be a newfangled.
Yes,
You have?
yes. I
Your
have.
kids are old. What are you talking about?
I've heard. My wife's a kindergarten teacher.
Okay,
You know.
so she knows who Bluey is.
Yeah.
Bingo, Jack, James. I like that. Hi, Charlie. Thanks
First
for
and 10
watching, buddy.
here, midfield. O'Shaughnessy back to pass. You like to put a little bit more pressure on him. Throws up another. This one's a little bit too far. They get caught up with each other's feet. There's not going to be any interference there. But I tell you, Murph, people don't, like I said, they might not know it's a Thursday night tilt. They said, send us a shout out, 781-664-3038. Let us know you're watching, and we'll shoot you a little message.
I got a compliment this week. Someone who's not a huge football, aficionado, be like, "Hey, you and Tim have chemistry," and I'm like, "It's because all the work we put in the off season." You know what I mean? I go to your Irish band show on St. Patty's Day, and that's about it for our preparation.
That's really all you need. You got to come see the Hooligan Saints.
The Hooligan Saints, nobody better. It's always a good time.
In motion right now is Mao. O'Shaughnessy back. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, nice pressure by Barrington there, and stops him for about a short gain.
Riley Leonard on the tackle. Mohamed Kamis on the assist. Daniel Lewis,
play
big
by
number 70.
Anderson to contain, so he forces O'Shaughnessy to cut up while the linebackers clean him up.
I'm going to have the second shout out here in a minute after this next play. After we get Charlie on the board. Third and long. Rockets in the nickel package. We got LaMontagne, Mikey Boudiette, Sean Duras. 3 down linemen. Their job again is to contain and get pressure on the quarterback. Lexington will call a timeout. They don't like what they see.
No, that's the second one early in the half here. Not great for the Minutemen to lose 2 of them with 4 minutes to go in the first.
So second shout out to this Parker 7th grade students down at they're down the Cape at their I'm forgetting the name of it. They go down and they go
have
a camp. What's it called?
Yeah, Guido Murphy's.
I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, Kate Murphy, Allison Murphy, down the Cape with the field trip. They can't be here tonight. Allison's staying at the Chatham Bars Inn with a couple of other moms, watching online. Why not, right? Why not? It's off season, you know.
I'll tell you what, it is an absolutely perfect fall night here, Murph. It's beautiful. Murph, you and I, because we're so locked in, I invited the dance squad and the cheerleaders at the same time you invited your guests. We're going to have about 17 people up here at halftime. It's going to be awesome.
They're more important. Let's get them.
3rd and 6 right here for Lexington under center right now. It's a pitch out back. Number 6 right here. He's got plenty of room. He cuts back, gets stacked up. Before, Savio was in there. That was John, I'll say, Kafalis. Hopefully I pronounced that right for John. But it's going to be 4th down and call it a long 2.5 here. We'll see if they're going to punt. If you're at Lexington in Reading territory, you might want to go for it here. Right?
Yes. So it's Nature's Classroom. How did I forget that? Jeff Trahan says, "Hey Murph, it's Nature's Classroom. Get a clue. They're down in Nature's Classroom, having a good time dissecting frogs and stuff.
So
who knows?
Self-centered, Jim.
Yes, I know.
Right?
I know. It's football season. I can't think about Nature's Classroom on a Wednesday night, Thursday night, whatever it is.
Isn't the gridiron the Nature's Classroom?
I got like 12 people telling me what Nature's Classroom is.
All right, good, yeah.
This is the best.
Yeah. They're giving you definitions of it, too. 4th down here, big play. Oh, he's got plenty of room for the first for Mao, and he's got more. He's still on his feet. Wow, he takes it for another 10, 15 yards. Rockets sloppy with their tackling. 4th and 3, and Mao takes it for about 25 inside the Rocket 20-yard line. Wow. Tell you, it's not a lot of secrets who they're going to go with. They're going to go with number 1. They're going to go with number 8, right? Spy those guys, and they'll do well, but Rockets would have liked to have a little bit better tackling on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10, red zone.
Number 74 is in the game. Adrian Muniz, senior, 5'8", 250. Kid has played the game since he's been in the second grade. He's a senior year, and he's really a great contributor here for the Rockets. Nose guard. Keep an eye on him.
In motions, Mao. This one's handed off right up the middle. He gets stacked up immediately.
Dude, Adrian makes the tackle. It's like I'm a I don't know what it is, but I call the kid's name and he makes the tackle. Way to go.
Elijah Cunningham with the run, number 14 from Lexington.
Robbie
No
Savio,
game.
25 on the assist.
Savio's had a tremendous year this year.
Kudos to Lexington. I didn't think they'd put up this much of a fight, to be honest with you. They're playing well. Jamie Donahue, 66, and a right defensive tackle.
This is a Lexington team that, by the nature of the enrollment at Lexington, they're actually a Division I team. Back to pass. He throws it up in the air, one-on-one. Labriola again. Oh, does he pull it in? No.
Good defense by Zach Labriola. Again, a really good ball. That's exactly
Beautiful
where you want
pass.
the fade ball to be by O'Shaughnessy. Better defense by Labs, but well executed by Lexington there. Third and long.
Third down. Yeah, the Minutemen play out of Division I. And that's a tall task for any team, much less playing in the brass of the Middlesex League.
I would say this is 4-down territory here for Lexington. Not sure of their kicking game, but a big third and long here for the Rockets.
Back to pass. O'Shaughnessy steps up. He
Get
tries to
outside,
get out. Oh, he gets
Duras.
outside. Duras is going to go.
Attaboy.
Nice job. Big
Good
pressure
pursuit.
by Duras, and then in comes Jamal Palmer to push him out. It's going to be fourth down here. Clearly 4-down territory. 2 minutes to go. Lexington trailing by 7. I'm going to drop some 40-year-old Lexington names on us. There was a kid running back for Lexington, 85 era, named Bart Graff.
Okay.
What a name. That thing was like, that's a name right out of like a football movie. And he was an animal. He was a great runner for Lexington. I'll be getting some Bart Graff love from Lexington folks soon. Fourth down here, big play for Rocket defense. They'd like to get the ball back. O'Shaughnessy rolls out. He can RPO right here, taking himself. He throws it up too far.
Uncatchable.
Oh boy,
shit.
we get the nets up
Pick
there,
him up,
but
pick him
Mao
up,
runs
pick
into
him
the
up.
nets hard. Let's see if he's okay. Ball overthrown. The Rockets are going to take over here, but right now, Amari Mao is down as he runs into the netting. I don't think he hit one of the stanchions, but I don't think he was ready to hit that net either.
Hit the net. Hopefully, he's a great player. I hope he's okay.
He's on his feet. Good to see that from one of the top players for the Minutemen.
Great.
Ball
I mean,
was-
those nets are put there, what, for like lacrosse purposes kind of thing, but
Yeah,
You
they
know.
don't want the ball to go flying anywhere. This one kept Mao in the field of play.
I thought you were going to call Lloyd Mumford. You remember that name from Lexington back
Lloyd
in the 80s?
Mumford, huh?
There was like a Steve Lane, Lloyd Mumford head-to-head, like
Well,
two of the best players
What I
maybe in
remember
the
a
world.
little bit, Lane was 2 years younger than me. He was superstar for Reading, right?
I was like 10.
We had the Middleton
worshipped
brothers from Lexington. My God, there was
Okay.
3 of them. They were absolute assassins.
I think Lloyd Mumford might have played for Villanova. Maybe if Steve Algieri's out there, he can correct
yeah.
me.
Yep.
But yeah, what a beast.
He'll be sending a text any minute now, if anyone knows he does. Right now, Murphy, handoff up to Bursey up the middle. Oh, he's still on his feet.
Devon,
Cuts back.
shaking and baking.
Wow,
Let's go.
Devon. Oh, he's still on his feet. Devon Bursey just rips it from the 20. Oh, my gosh, he takes it. 50-yard run by Bursey. Woo. Very shifty. Couldn't be brought down. The only guy who almost brought him down was someone on his own team, Brian.
Lexington player down on the field here. Rockets need to hold
We're
up.
gonna have a break in the action. As we have a break in the action, got to throw it out. We called his name a couple of times. Bill Kingsley, Zach Lab's granddad's watching. It's only 100 degrees in Arizona right now. So he's watching there. Hey, words out. Making the trip next week to watch the game.
He's going to be here next
out.
week. Maybe he's our halftime guest next week.
Bill, is it Bill? Is it Will?
Yeah,
William?
we'll say Bill.
Listen,
say Bill.
Bill, you're coming up in the booth. We're going to talk to you.
The Labs lead the league in shout-outs.
He
They
actually
got people all over the country, Maryland,
He actually
Texas,
said
everywhere.
he's coming to receive his reward for the best commissioner in the history of fantasy football.
Okay.
Bill must not know that I am actually the commissioner of my league. So it's funny because I thought I was in the running for the best of the year.
I think you are.
I like to change the rules in my favor. That's what all the guys in my league say. Like there's some obscure rule that I pull out. They're like, you can't do that, and I go, let me pull out the rules that I just made up.
Those are the best rules.
Who was it? As John Fiore would say, I don't know if it was Roddy Piper or Ric Flair. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. All right, here we go. Don Pate got plenty of room. Oh, man, what a hole. Shifty Pate. There's going to be a flag down late. It could be a hold that might bring it back. Don Pate gets his first touch of the game and rips it for about 15, but it might be coming back.
I love that call. I think they got a hold on Bobby Morris, but I don't love that call.
It's a call that probably wasn't germane to the play. No one near him. One guy to make that stop on Dom, but it looks like it might be coming back.
Can we go back and talk about Bobby Morris last week? I mean, there's 2 minutes left, and he makes an unbelievable
Bobby
touchdown
Morris
play.
came back. He came back a step with that ball and then shifts left.
So
and
good.
Runs to the pylon. Absolutely awesome.
And then the go for two, I was getting my stones busted because I said on the broadcast, I'd kick it. I'd kick it.
I heard it.
And someone said to me, Coach Fury has more faith in your son than you do. I'm like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It happens, though. Hey, heat of the battle.
All right.
Somehow it's 1st and 1.
1st and 1.
I've never really seen that in my career, but.
You know,
come on,
you got to love. We always tell you how painful it is to get second in short plays. Taking a 1st and 1 play. Guess what? They should have put me in the backfield, Brian. I could have got my first and only first down in Reading High School football. 1st and 1. My head's so big I can just follow forward. I'd be past it, right?
Let's talk about the offensive line here, Tim, for a minute.
Put the
Number
football
50,
on my head and just fall forward.
55, Riley Lerner at center. Right guard, number 79, Jeremiah Sanford. Right tackle, number 66, James Donahue. Ben Peterson, number 33, make up the right side of the line. We'll get to the left side of the line next.
Fans, just a quick reminder that restrooms are located at the snack bar at the far end near the scoreboard, and also inside.
We got left guard, Gio Pasquintilli, doing an amazing job as a sophomore, filling in for Ben Deemer. And, you know, Ben gets hurt in the Woburn game. They put in this sophomore, and Ben comes back, and they say, you know what, we're good. We're good with Gio playing left guard. He's playing incredibly well so that Ben can only play one way. He'll play linebacker when he returns. And, of course, number 72, Jacob Whitmer, a 2-year starter at left tackle with number 11, Sean Duras at left tight end. Really, really good up front this year, and both in the run game and the pass game.
The Labriola family. Bill also wanted to let us know that his daughter Lisa Lab's birthday is today.
Oh, I mean, how many shutouts can we give to the Labriolas?
I don't know. It's like, oh, there's a big run right there.
Brady Kamenos, way to go. Just kidding, Lisa. Happy birthday. Don't want to get in trouble.
You're getting the laser eyes right now from the Labriola family who's in the stands.
It's going to be 1st and 10 goal for the Rockets.
Murph, I've not only been getting texts, I'm getting voicemails. I'm going to use the transcription, but I'll let you know. This looks like 1st and goal for the Rockets on the 10. Murphy flanked by Kamenos and Bursey. He's going to keep it himself, and Jack's got a huge hole.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Number 2 for Murphy. Right up the middle, Jack Murphy takes it with 7 seconds to go in the quarter. You might see the quarter change here. Let's get the lights going here, Ace.
Ace.
What's up?
He's going to wait for the extra.
He waits for the extra point.
Jimmy Murphy is just he's pounding on the glass for Ace Bryson to get these lights going. He's going to wait for the extra point.
Yeah.
Ace knows what he's doing.
I forgot it was.
After the extra point.
All right, here
He's
we
82
go.
years old. He knows better than I do. What are we doing?
Rockets with 7 seconds to go up 21-7.
So back to the
And
shout-outs.
there he goes.
There's no Joe Gilligan shout-outs.
None.
I can't have any more Joe Gilligan
All he does
shout-outs.
is
All he
text me
wants
and
is
talk about,
shout-outs. He sits home and he drinks wine, and he wants a shout-out from Tim O'Connor. No more. No more. I'm done.
I'm going to do a little shout out to my UMass friends.
Okay.
We are taking we did it last year. We're taking the minivan. I say the minivan, the 15-passenger van with driver out to UMass Parents Weekend, where of course Joe Gilligan's alma mater.
You had to do it.
1989.
I said no Joe Gilligan.
Wagner national champions. He's going out there. Joe has been talking about this bus trip for about 2 months. I've never seen a kid happier to go out there. He's got 2 kids. Big Joe, our friend, my son Dan's good friend, and his daughter is out there now too. There's Mao. He gets around, he shakes it, but this one he gets wrapped up
great
immediately. It's gonna be a
tackle.
tackle. Right there's Jamal
Palmer. That's textbook.
Yeah. Gilligan sends me 17 texts a game to say, just mention my name
Yeah, I
somewhere.
know. We've already mentioned him like 5 times. That was my only rule tonight is no Joe Gilligan. Just kidding, Joe.
By the way, do you know that Joe Gilligan tied for the most interceptions
Yes,
in the game?
we know. We know, Tim.
Along with my old
know.
buddy,
You mention it every
Alex
week.
DiNapoli had 3 as well against Winchester 2022.
I'd like to shout out Alex DiNapoli, one of the best two-way players to play in Reading. He was an unbelievable receiver for 3 years, a great defensive back.
I would
Alex
like
is
to
doing
shout
well.
out
I haven't seen him in a
Mary
while.
Dudley Gilligan for putting up with Joe Gilligan.
Yeah.
Talk about
Amen.
you get into heaven free card.
Amen.
She got it. We start the second quarter here. Rockets up 21-7. I'm going to try to do this. I was left a message. It says it's Coach Walter Fox's. I could be wrong the way that it's read here. Almost 89 years old. Daughter is watching the Reading game. He enjoys watching us every week. You do have the right number. I hope I got the name right or how the transcription came across because I could not listen to your message. But now I'm getting voicemail messages.
Coach Fox, is that who it is?
Coach Walter Fox.
Coach Fox, how'd it go? Let's go.
There we go.
All right.
Well, you got it. You got the right number.
We'd like to know more about him. Who did he coach? Where did he coach? Was he a Reading guy?
All right.
Does he have a kid on the
ask
team?
someone to send me a text because I can't be listening to voicemail messages. That's my first voicemail I've gotten in about 13 years. Here we go. Plenty of time for
Get him.
O'Shaughnessy. Throws up wide open out there. Whoa, he just overthrows him.
They're going to the air a lot, huh?
Tell you, Griffin Leahy got behind the D-backs. He was open, and O'Shaughnessy just throws it. Just outthrows it.
Good coverage by number 5, Jake Palm there, but yeah, O'Shaughnessy is an impressive player. Lexington's bringing it tonight. I think O'Shaughnessy, I think that's his kid. Jay O'Shaughnessy, Belmont, Northeastern,
right.
LA Dodgers pitcher. The kid was absolute filth on the mound. I'm guessing that's his son. I think I remember him living in Lexington. If somebody knows that out there,
I'm going to
hit me
make a
up.
stretch to growing up in the same neighborhood with the Shaughnessy brothers, not O'Shaughnessy, but Scott and Steve Shaughnessy were both big players at Boston University. Big hockey players.
Yes.
Goon Squad, too, Giants.
Yeah.
Both of them Giants. Yeah.
And their family lives in Reading.
Family does.
Sloan.
Sister Sloan.
Sloan. Yeah,
Shaughnessy,
we love
Coulter.
the Shaughnessy's.
Love those guys.
Played with my uncle, Eddie, who played at BU. They were on the same line
There you
together
go.
back
Now
in
we're
the days.
talking.
Not really my uncle, but
We're dropping
we'll
some
call
college
him
hockey
Eddie
knowledge,
Lowney.
too. We got it all, Murph. We got
I
it
think
all.
they had like the top line in the history of BU hockey, the Shaughnessy's and Ed Lowney.
Oh, my
And
God.
that's saying something. I don't know if Eddie's watching tonight,
Don't
but
tell
Eddie,
the
we'll give you a
Pandolfos
shout
about
out.
that. All right, here we go. Second down and 10 here. Shaughnessy's going to keep it. It's a he gets
let's
stacked
go.
up immediately. Who's in there right there?
Now we're playing defense. Mo Kamas, 57. Riley Learned, 55.
Riley Learned, 55 in the backfield, pushes him back.
Robbie Savio, 25. Well played there. 3rd and long. Oh, Jamal Palmer looks like he's limping. Hopefully he's okay there.
Michael Caraco, 31, goes in for him.
Caraco, another really good sophomore star on special
number 7,
teams.
Zach Lindmark out here. Who's he related to, Brian? All right, 3 split left. He's going to roll out. He's going to keep it himself, O'Shaughnessy, but he's not going to go anywhere. Wow, it looks like Boudiette was in there on the tackle. It's going to be 4th and very long. Got to think it's a kicking down here.
31, Caraco in on the play. Love to see a good sophomore getting some experience in there.
Big play by Boudiette right there. Number 22, Ethan Pember, goes in there as well.
We got a new player in the game here. Number 45, Zaylen Puff, into the game. He is a sophomore, 6'1", 170, in at the nose tackle. See if you can put some pressure on the punter here. Labriola back to receive the punt.
We called Zach Lab's name a couple of times on some great coverage. Beautiful kick.
Nice punt.
Zach's back. He calls for the fair catch.
Way
nice
to go.
play, because
well done.
Amari Mao was right in his face, but the Rockets are going to take over with excellent field position. Coach Fiore getting a couple of new names in here in this game, right? We said on paper the Rockets should take care of business. Right now they are. Might give an opportunity to rest some players too, and get some fresh bodies in there. 10-13 to go. Reading 21, Lexington 7.
Rockets with their running set, 2 tight ends. You got Dom and Bobby, top of the screen. Murph and Devon in the backfield.
Oh, he's going to keep it himself. Oh, Jack's got a ton of room. Whoa! Goes up and over.
Was awesome, dude.
I think it looked. I think it looked a little worse than it was when he clipped him on the shins. That was pretty awesome.
As long as he didn't land on his head. That was awesome.
Yeah. Murph goes up and over. He's going to catch his breath right now.
It's like he might have the wind knocked out of him.
I think he's all right.
Get hit where he got hit last week. I got some criticism for that.
Yeah, I know. I heard that. Once again, the Murphy 7-second rule that RCTV had to put in because of you years ago was not in play last week when we heard that. Devon up the middle. Gets about 9 here. Murph got clipped in his shins, and I think it's just a little stinger there, but he's fine even after that. That'd be a good one to look at later. See him go up and over in slow-mo. Slow that one down when you watch the film, Murph, and just watch it again and again and again. You'd never have to worry about James Murphy going up and down like that because he doesn't run fast enough.
Just throws it to the guys that do run fast.
James is going to kill me next time I see him. 2nd and 3 here, right up Cominos. Oh, he's got a huge hole.
Let's go, Brady.
Beautiful
good
place by Brady, and he gets into the 22-yard line.
Absolutely.
Right now, you're right. Lexington doesn't have an answer in the trenches right now for the Rockets.
Riley Learned playing a little banged up. He's got a foot injury, but he's anchoring that offensive line, number 55. Right-hand side, of course, James Donahue. You got Ben Peterson out there, 33. You got Jeremiah Sanford, 79.
Oh, this one's kept by Bursey outside. He's got plenty of room there. There's going to be a flag down, though. Could be something against the Rockets. Maybe a hold that cleared something out, but Devon goes in for his 2nd, but it might be coming back. Let's see.
I don't see a flag.
I thought I saw them throw one down. I could be wrong. There is a flag. Yeah, I saw one on the far side there, Murph, with my eagle eyes.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Say that again, Murph.
I gave you enough at the top of the show.
Yeah. It was pretty big, but I was like, just stop that in 20 minutes.
Last week's listen, you did a good job.
Let's talk more about me, Brian.
All right.
All right, that's good. Is this another 1st and 1? Is this the second time? I've never seen it in my life.
This is 1st and 12, Tim.
Oh, okay.
Look at the orange things.
See,
on the other side.
listen, I can see the flag from a mile away. I just don't know what down it is and how many yards it are. But Cominos in motion right now. He's going to roll out to pass Murph. He's got a couple options underneath
Ben
right
Peterson.
there. Number 33, Peterson, takes it for about 6 or 7.
Action. So you're familiar with Vin Scully, right? The
I am.
amazing Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes.
So I watched a documentary this week, and he said to me, he said to me, it's a documentary. He believes in the crowd noise. So his goal is to say things quickly and succinctly, and then just let the crowd tell the rest of the story.
Yes.
Which is exactly opposite what you and I do. We talk over everything.
It's exactly the opposite. Yeah.
We screw up every high school play there is. We need to maybe just let the crowd tell the noise.
I got to tell you, Murph, last week was a pretty exciting game.
It was good.
And
it was great.
And of course, look at Bursey up here at the middle. It was an exciting game, and the issue here is that it was so loud here that we can't hear ourselves in our headsets. So I'm going to blame it on technology, not the fact that we completely talk over each other.
I'm talking trash to the other coaches. I'm like,
yes, I heard that.
I just wish I'd just shut up.
Telling coaches to get off the field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played for the guy, Wally Nabowski for Winchester, but I was ready to go at it with him.
Well, we told you, Murph, you need to be dispassionate up here. You can't be former coach. You can't even be a dad up here.
Have to do it.
All right, here we go. This one's going to be a keeper up the middle. Murph takes it down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5 here. It's just outside, not quite goal, but 2nd down from the 5-yard line for Murphy. We got John Payton there. We got Bobby Morris in there. Look for the Rockets to keep it on the ground. 6:54 to go in the half, and the Rockets looking to stretch this out to 3 touchdowns.
Put it in the 50 line. They're gonna give the map there.
Get in, Brady.
Up the guts. So that looks like Cominos in there, and
Attaboy.
he gets in.
Get in. Touchdown. First touchdown of his career.
Beautiful
Not mistaken,
play.
Brady Cominos.
Brady
Way to go.
Cominos. He's all pumped up.
I'm telling you, he's the
Nice
rock
job,
of the
number
Middlesex
9.
League. He's fast and big, and good for him.
Yeah, Coach DiLoretto hits him on the head.
They get that ball. Can you put that ball in a trophy case somewhere?
Nice kick right there by Ravens, right down the middle. So it's 6:38 to go in the half. Reading in command, 28-7. Murph, I was going to say something to you. You spent, did you play all 4 years when you were playing, or did you play 3 years in high school?
In high school.
Yeah.
2 years.
You played 2 years.
Yeah.
So this is my point.
Yep.
You played 2 years. You're a Hall of Famer, right? We've been doing this for 6-7 years, right? I think it's about time that announcers get into the RMHS Hall of Fame.
Hey, I'm down
Am I
with
wrong?
that. I'm down with
You
that.
could get in twice. It's the only way I'm sniffing it.
All right.
Because JV hockey, I was JV hockey HOF.
Steve Algieri, Jeff Pierce. I'll start the campaign tomorrow.
Listen, Steve Algieri brought up my burgeoning tennis career where I lettered and I literally tried to cut off the strings of the rackets to make them look like hockey sticks. Here we go. Kick right now. McCloskey back, number 15 for Lexington.
But if we're going to do, to be fair, if we're going to do Hall of Fame announcers,
Yes.
we're going to take a back seat to Mike Moscarello, to Cliff Allen, to Steve Algieri.
Wow, you're going way back
guys,
now.
Those guys were legendary.
The pioneers.
Oh, my
Pioneers.
goodness gracious. They were ahead of their time.
I think Cliff Allen ran Pop Warner for many years.
Yeah,
He was
they did
part
an
of that
amazing
group.
job. And back when they ran Sports Beat and all this other stuff,
Yeah.
they were legendary.
1st and 10 here for O'Shaughnessy and company. 2 split left, 1 right. In motion's Mao. He comes right back here, and it's an inside handoff. I think that's C-Flow right there we talked about. If that's number 30.
I would be remiss if I didn't throw Tony Lalicata into that mix. Remember
Wow,
Tony?
I do.
An absolute legend. Ran the Sports Beat, was an announcer. Just an amazing, amazing man.
Number 30, Christian Flores was the ball carrier.
2nd and short here right
Chuck
now.
Shenna's name in that.
Flores is a name who's been very successful. We haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he gets it for a second time right here, number 30. He's shifty. They're using Mao as their number 1 guy, but number 30 is a very good player for Lexington. He gets a third down and call it a yard here. This is a very big play, though.
I'm on a roll here, so I'm going to call out my dad, Jim Murphy Sr., who's sitting down below us watching his grandson, Jack, who's, you know, arguably contributed as much to this, you know, Reading program as anybody around who's here tonight. Great to see him watching his grandson, and glad he's here with us tonight.
That's what I'm getting from the transcript.
Amazing.
First and 10 here for Lexington. They change the play in the field, and O'Shaughnessy goes under center. It's a pitch right here. Nice cutback, number 6, but gets wrapped up immediately by big Dan Lewis in the middle.
She's 315 pounds. He runs the side to side like a linebacker and makes tackles. He's having an amazing. He's having a great year. First year starter. Saw him at the pasta pot. He had like 4 dishes of pasta on Wednesday night. That's it, yeah. So happy for Daniel. Killing it out there, number 70, senior.
Second and 10 here for Lexington.
Great to see Zach Lindmark out here, number 7, bottom of your screen. He's been injured for the past few weeks, but back looking like he's in tip-top shape.
Swing pass right here to number 30. That's Flores. He cuts back. He's got room. Shifty gets stacked up right there by number 7 is Zach Lindmark. Riley Lerted in there as well and Boudiette.
Ryan Pulpy on the assist.
So it's going to be 3rd and 5 here for Lexington. 3 minutes to go in the half. I promise I'm going to listen to my voicemails after this, but I think it's actually Cynthia Hawks of the Hawks Fieldhouse fame who's watching the game and says they enjoy it, love watching the game, enjoy it very much. I hope I get that right, Cynthia. Wow, the Hawks Fieldhouse. That's
over
going
a
back.
right-hand shoulder.
I know. We're looking at it right behind here, and Cynthia Hawks looks like she's watching. So thank you very much.
Legendary football coach in the 70s and athletic director, I think, but I could be wrong about that.
3rd and 5 here for Lexington. O'Shaughnessy in the shotgun. Looks like he's flanked by Flores. He's back to pass. He lifts one up right there. Nice coverage by Palm, but he turns. Oh, he pull it in.
Good play, Jake. Good play.
Jake Palm had tight coverage, does a very good job to turn around in the last minute and not interfere with him. 4th and 5 here. This is going to be a tough call because if you're Lexington, you don't want to give Jack Murphy and company 2+ minutes. 2:25 left to go in the half, and looks like they are going to punt. Zach Labriola back deep.
So we got 2:25 left in the half. We still have some timeouts left. The Rockets will look to punch one in. Interesting data point here. Will Shute, the backup quarterback, is inactive tonight. So yeah, he got dinged up in the JV game last week. So we got to make sure that we stay healthy and not sure what their
is there a third backup plan if they want to give Murphy a spell?
Maybe they brought up the freshman QB. I don't know the answer to that. Oh, a little fake
it's
punt.
a fake right there, and it drops, just underthrown.
Good job, 22.
Beautifully set up fake
Who's
punts.
22? He didn't fall for it.
Oh, my
Give me a
gosh,
name
they
here.
tried it. They had it open. He just underthrew Mao.
Ethan Pember, senior. Ah, great job, senior, 5'6", 150. Special teams demon. Really good job not falling for the fake on the coverage there. Great job, Ethan.
Wow. Just a little underthrown. They tried to get Mao out in the flat, and they turned the ball over. And the Rockets, with 2 minutes to go, it's way too much time with a short field. Murphy flanked left and right. Komenos and Bursey throws it underneath right there.
Go, Jake.
What a play.
Nice
First
little
down
double
and more
screen.
for Jake Palm.
2 minutes left, lots of time, 2 timeouts left. As we saw last week, the Rockets are pretty good in this situation, running the no huddle.
Murphy back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to roll
Go
out right,
deep,
look for
Jake.
someone open. He's going to throw it up right there. He's got number 5 wide.
Attaboy!
Wow.
Great
what a
job by
play.
5 Palm. Making a play, scrambling quarterback, turn it up the field. Exactly the right thing to do.
Murphy breaks off the initial play, but he has no pressure at all. It gives Palm plenty of time to break off of a route, and he's wide open for an easy pitch and catch. Murphy to Palm, and the
Timmy,
Rockets are rolling here.
These two guys have been doing this since the 6th grade. It's been Murphy to Palm as far as I can remember, and it's really great to see them connect here tonight. By the way, both basketball captains this year. Look to see the Rockets on the hardwood this winter. Come see them. They're going to be a fun team to watch.
That is Owen Ravens, 5 for 5 on the extra points here. As the Rockets are rolling here.
Hey, we need to get some sponsors going here. Almost
yeah.
to halftime. Tim, you did such a nice job last week. I'm going to give those to you to do this week. Amazing sponsors here.
We'll start with them. Post 1917. We'll start with them. Touchpoint Financial. I think that's our boy Dave Irwin. Is that him? Could be. Athletic Evolution. Eric Calianitis in front. Columbo's Pizza. Cupcake City. Karen DiNapoli. Empower. Nick Face.
That boy Nick.
Mark Doherty and Dynamic Sports.
The best.
John Douglas Edgley and Bessem.
Thank you, John.
Everything But the Dog. The Latham Law Offices. LBP Insured. And the Wash Depot will come back. The rest of our sponsors. Huge kick right there. McCloskey inside the 5. It's a bomb. Oh, he cuts up. He's got a huge room in front of him. It's Mao. And he might not be caught.
Go get him, Pember.
Wow. Takes the fastest guy on the Rocket team, Pulpy, to track him down, but a huge run back. 1:40 to go. Plenty of time here for Lexington to do something.
By the way, quick, Latham Law is one of our sponsors. Josh Latham, captain, center, amazing former Rocket with the Latham Law office. Everybody knows the office there in Reading Center. Amazing people, and we appreciate your sponsorship, Latham Law.
Oh, boy, it looks like there's a flag, and they're bringing this thing way back. So no wonder why he had a huge hold there. I think there was a hold on Lexington. That's a killer. Couple more sponsors. WL Toomey Irrigation and Lighting, Gagnon Landscaping, Gilbert Insurance, Lee Kimball Kitchens, Greg and Bruce Johnson, Del Sur Empanadas downtown, PDA Dental, Kings, that could be King's Auto.
King's
I believe,
Auto,
right
yep,
there.
yep.
King's Auto right downtown. Ravens Dental, Reading Lumber, the Savings Bank, the Mandarin, and Cafe Capri. Thank you very much. This team is boosted hugely by our sponsors. And the 4 Friends of Reading Football, they do a lot of things to make the Rockets successful off the field. Way back is O'Shaughnessy now, right up the middle. It looks like it's going to be Seaflow there, and he takes it for about 8 or 9. Gives him a little bit of breathing room. 1:30 and to go in the game. To go in the half, sorry. We do have the dance team out here tonight. We'll get them going at halftime. We have the cheerleading squad here. We may have captains from both of those representing for a little halftime or post-halftime interviews. Second and short here. Flores flanking O'Shaughnessy. He's back. It's a handoff right up the floor. He's got a huge, huge hole in front of him as Reading's playing a little prevent defense here with under a minute to go.
Flores is the ball carrier. He carries the ball out to the five.
They stopped the clock to move the chains, but they may start them right up. Lexington lost a couple of their timeouts early. I don't know if they have any left. They might have one left. Right now, hand again, same exact play, and Flores runs for big, big numbers out to about the 44-yard line, sorry. And it looks like they call their final timeout. Lexington with 23 seconds to go. They're going to see if they can cook up something here.
So just to let give you the punchline, Thomas O'Brien is in the house.
Come on.
Harvard sophomore, starting right tackle, former captain and superstar here for the Rockets. I'm trying to get him up here for halftime.
Guess what? Thomas might be the only guy who fits in the big red chair.
It might be.
What I mean?
It might be.
It won't even look gigantic.
And he's the second most famous Thomas from Harvard, next to Gabby Thomas, the Olympian. Right?
How about that?
It's like,
Yep.
not even that discussion. But hopefully we'll get Thomas up here at halftime. But so who do you got? You got the cheerleaders, you got the dance team.
Well, we
get the band.
gave invites. We gave invites to multiple people. Do you want to come up and talk about your program?
Yeah.
That type of thing. They thought they might send some captains up here, so we'll see who shows up. The cheerleaders did say they want to come up because next week is senior night, so they're not going to have a lot of time. So when we face Belmont next week, back on Friday night, Coach Fee will be happy to hear that one. All right, first down here, 23 seconds to go, and they got about 57 yards to go. He rolls out right. He's going to look like he's going to try to throw a ball up in the air. He tosses it up just out of bounds. They stop the clock. Nothing doing there. Rockets got 4 or 5 guys back deep to prevent the long ball here, but it might be Hail Mary time here for Lexington. Murph, in the second half, let's talk. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves or jinx ourselves, but it's very likely, it's not very likely, they're going to be in the playoffs, the Rockets. If they finish out the regular season undefeated, it's likely that they will stay as a #1 seed, although there are some strength of schedule things that could potentially hop them, even in an undefeated status. But we can talk a little bit more about the format, what it looks like, what the dates are right there. It's a swing pass out to 17, ripped down immediately.
Savio, great play.
So we'll talk about what the playoffs mean. We got some powerhouse teams in the top 10 in Division III, and we'll list those off too. We got halftime here, Murph.
See who shows up.
Let's see who shows up. If the band comes out, we will try to aim our mics out there. Get them set up. Brian, we're going to have the dance team out here. Let's get them going.
Ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to the sideline, 20-yard line, and that's the Reading High School dance team. Will perform.
I'm going to point the mics out to the dance team. We'll go with that.
under the direction of Mr. Joe Mulligan, led on the field by drum majors Ian Humboldt, Eric Love, as well as color guard captain Aaron Costa. Last week, the Reading High School band performed in a competition. They reached second place. Congratulations, band. They will perform their 2025 competition show, which is entitled Raiders.
Brian, we have a very special guest joining us here in the booth. We'll step him over. Listen, you might be too close to pick up this giant. Thomas O'Brien, former Super All-Everything Middlesex League and former Rocket, now lineman for Harvard University, joins us up here in the booth. Thomas, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, it's great to have you back here. How's it feel to come back to see your old boys at Reading?
It feels good. You know, new stadium. Obviously, I played on the old one, but it looks great. I mean, a great game here, 35-7. Can't ask for more than that. So.
Yeah. Listen. So Thomas, I said you played with my son Dan back in the day. You know, the post-COVID year. I think you finished up in 21 and then moved to a PG year, right?
Yeah.
And then went off to Harvard. Tell us a little bit about your experience with, you know, a lot of the same coaches here, all those things. How did it prepare you to play at the next level?
Yeah, I mean, this was where the foundation was laid. You know, starting as a freshman, you know, you got to learn the system, build your way up. I was lucky enough to get some time as a sophomore with your son Dan and that great senior class above me. And then, you know, it just built. You know, at Andover, I brought everything I learned with me, and then college was a breeze, learning the system with Blanchard and Theo. You know, they run a great program here, and it relates to the college game so well.
Listen, it's great to see. So you're a sophomore this year because you're PG years. You got a couple years ahead of you. You're getting some regular play up there.
Yeah, I switched to tackle this fall, and I've been rotating in there, getting a couple series of games. So hopefully build on that, and then see where it goes from there.
Thomas, I love to have all the alumni here, especially guys like yourself. I don't even want to go through the accolades that Thomas had here when he played. As you can see, he's a big boy, Brian. He's like, I don't think we have to move back here. Thomas, how'd you like to join us for a little bit of play-by-play for a second? See if you can do it. Right now, Lexington gets the ball to start off.
Number 15.
We'll do a little color commentary while Murph's here. All right, so
How are you doing, Mr. Murphy?
Murph is back in here. We're going to let Thomas call a play, and we got guess what? We got the cheerleaders up here, Murph, the captains. We're going to bring them in next. Murph, I'm going to give you this headset for a sec so I can talk to the cheerleaders. They're going to do a little play-by-play here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Oh, thank God, finally I got Tim off the play-by-play. Lexington quarterback O'Shaughnessy with the keeper. Gain of about 5. Barrington, Anderson, and Jake Palm on the tackle. Thomas, what have you seen so far in the first half from the Rockets that you love?
I mean, explosive plays. You know, just putting up 35. That's a great start to any game. You just hope they can continue that in the second half and not step off the gas.
O'Shaughnessy back to pass. Good protection. Just overthrown. Good coverage by Boudiette. So when you're in this situation, Thomas, you're up 35-7.
Yeah.
The game's not super competitive, but you come out in the first half. We're going to play our starters. What are you hoping for a defense or offense on that very first series of the half?
I mean, you know, Lexington's going to come out here. They're going to be firing on all cylinders. They went in that locker room. Their coach has probably fired them up with a speech. You got to stop this drive right here. This is a huge third down. Stop any momentum and then just nail the coffin close.
One more touchdown. You're probably looking at the second string kids, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2 definitely.
Great play there by Daniel Lewis, number 70. Assisted by Sean Duras, number 11. Ball comes out late, but looks like forward progress was met, and Lexington will likely punt the football. I was right, by the way. The kid number 8, Shaughnessy, is the son of a legendary Belmont pitcher who dominated us in Little League for as long as I can remember. And we were classmates at Northeastern. He was a great pitcher for the Huskies in the 90s and went on to have a major league career with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That's really cool.
And number 8 here is his son. Just saw him over in the stands right there. Good athlete. He's had a great half or so. You know, the Minutemen were just overwhelmed here by the Rockets.
Yeah, he looks like a great athlete from what I've seen.
Jake Palm with a textbook tackle right there. He ran, he wrong shouldered it and drove the wide receiver to the ground. Well done by Palm. How many of these kids did you play with? It's been a couple years. Who was out there? Was Palm out there? Was Murph out there?
He was our kicker. This senior class would have been freshmen when I was a senior. So I got to know a lot of them through pasta parties and stuff like that. But,
all right, so who's the best kid you played with, other than yourself, in your career? Top 3 kids you played with. Top three. Not best kids, but the best players you played with in your career.
Mr. Murphy has a knife to my back, so I'm gonna say James.
Okay. We got Murph down in Providence. He's in the top 3.
Dom DiCrescendo.
Dom D at Tufts, senior captain. Devon Bursey on the carry. Still alive, making some moves.
And then I'm going to go with my fellow captain, Colby Goodchild.
Okay, that's a good trio right there. Murph, DiCrescenzo, and Colby Goodchild. We were talking about Colby tonight, who might have been the best Pop Warner player of all time.
Definitely.
I coached him when the kids were in the 7th grade. We won the Super Bowl in Pop Warner. We were the best team ever alive. But Colby led the way there, so hope Colby's doing well. St. A's, star lacrosse, you know the whole deal. Okay, Thomas, we're getting the hook. We're going to give it over to Timmy and the cheerleaders. Great to see you, brother. Good luck the rest of the season, okay, man? You're doing great.
Thomas, great job, pal.
Jack Murphy to Bobby Morris. Little shake and bake. Enough for the first down for the Rockets. No giggling. No giggling.
Okay, I'm going to pull this down. Meg, you are on live right now. We're going to get you guys on camera. We have the 4 captains of the Reading cheerleading squad up here. We're going to bounce back and forth. Meg, I'm going to put you on the spot. You just got to do a little bit of play-by-play.
All right,
no problem. So, Meg, introduce yourself and introduce the girls. And we'll turn around and get you guys on there. Go ahead. Who's with us?
I am Megan Fitzpatrick. I'm one of the 4 captains of the Reading High School cheer team.
I am Molly Talty. I'm also one of the 4 captains of the Reading cheer team.
I am Tamia Jones. I'm also one of the 4 captains of Reading cheer team.
I'm Ella Morris, and I'm also one of the 4 captains on the Reading cheer team.
Awesome. Looks like the Rockets are going down inside the 5-yard line here, Meg. What do you think about this, Meg? You want to do a little color commentary?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a great season.
Megan, I think that you should, if they score a touchdown here, you should make the touchdown call. No
Should
pressure. Yeah. Let's take a look here. They're having a little They have a little break right here in the play. It's a little timeout. Brian, let's get the girls on camera here. Back up just a little bit here. Here's the gang.
Perfect, right there.
All right.
Hi.
All right. So, Meg, you can be the spokesperson. You can pass around the thing if you want. Tell us what's going on. There's a couple things going on in the Middlesex League right now. Middlesex League, what's happening?
All right, so right now we are preparing for our competition season. It actually starts this weekend. We have our first invitational competition. And this season we are hoping to defend our 4-year Middlesex League title and get a 5th one.
Right. Oh, you don't want to be the one to lose that title, Meg, if you're the defending champs, right? Now, listen, I know you also have Jack Murphy's coming back into the game. There's an injured player. That's why we have a break right here. So we probably get another minute or two while they help him off. But tell us about upcoming competitions. You do more regional things like that. What's happening?
So our competition on Saturday is an invitational competition. We're performing to get a score sheet, see how our routine is, see what we need to improve on, see what we did good. It's really just for that, and then we get to improve throughout the season based on our scores.
Beautiful. Meg, we're going to cut back to the game for a second here as Jack Murphy and company, second and call it goal from around the 5-yard line. Back to Murphy. Looks like he's going to keep it himself.
Okay.
But Jack gets outside, and he's going to go in.
Come on.
Megan, what's the call? I wanted to hear that. And Murphy breaks left.
Touchdown by Jack Murphy!
Awesome. Brian, you and I are out of a job. It's over. All right. Well, listen, thank you very much for joining us. Anything else you want to say? You want to mention anyone in the team? I don't want to put you on the spot, but go ahead. List them off.
All right, we just want to say that we are very proud of our team for all they've accomplished this year. Within our 4 years on the team, we've gone through a lot of changes, and so we're really happy that this year the 4 of us can work together after cheering together for so long and work as captains together and help build our team for the rest of the year.
Megan, I don't want to say that I knew your mother when she was a cheerleader for Reading High, but I actually did, and I think they actually had wooden pom-poms back then. They didn't. That's how. So.
Do you want to say hi?
No, you're good. All right. Hey, listen, thank you very much, guys, for coming. You guys can hang here until we get Murph back if you want. We're gonna try the extra point here. After they do the extra point, you guys can get back to it. Are you doing anything else the rest of the game?
We're just going to keep cheering for the boys.
All right.
Let's
Awesome.
Go Rockets.
Next week, homecoming too, right?
Yeah, it's our senior night next week.
Oh my gosh, senior night for the players and for the cheerleaders. His Ravens for the kick. He goes back. This one's up and it's good.
It's good. Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
very
go
much to the captain of the cheerleading team. I appreciate everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, and there's the lights. Get back down there and start cheering. What do you need to do? You anything else? Did I miss something? Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
All right, there's a possibility, Brian, that my mic wasn't on for the last of that thing, but they probably heard me. Nonetheless, great to have the captains of the cheerleading squad up here defending a Middlesex League title, and they get their competitions upcoming.
Absolutely. Girls have a heart and soul. This fan base, no question.
Murph is hanging out. He's talking football with some friends in the stands right now. Murph was upset with my characterization of him running up and down the stands, going wild at the end of last game. He said I was very calm. Right back, big kick right there. Got a little bit of room, gets stacked up. The Rockets pouring it on here. I think Murphy went in for his third touchdown. 42-7 here with 8 minutes to go in the third. Great to have Thomas O'Brien up here too. Listen, I don't want to say anything, but when Murph was saying who were the best players you played with, he literally was putting his thumb in Thomas's back and pointing to himself. You better say Murphy.
Better say Murphy. But I mean, that's
Shameless self-promotion from Murphy.
there's a lot of good hats.
Quiet. He's coming back here. He's going to overhear us. He's going to hear us.
A lot of good hats.
He's gonna hear this when he goes and watches it later. We're talking about him, but as he comes back into the booth.
We wouldn't do that.
Hey, welcome back,
Hey.
Murph. How we doing?
I kind of like being a regular fan over there.
Wasn't it cool? Hey,
Yeah.
how cool is it to have Thomas O'Brien join us from Harvard? It was awesome. And then we had the cheerleading captains up here. It was great. Loved it.
That's a great halftime right there. Band was amazing.
Yeah, Meg Fitzpatrick was sort of running the show here, telling all the upcoming competitions, the Middlesex League competition, regional competitions upcoming for the cheering team.
They just do this football stuff for fun. Their real season is the
These guys are
competition.
legit.
And
Yeah.
they're really great. Rockets still going with their starters here on the 42-7, 8 minutes to go in the third. Still have their first-string defense out, ready to take on Lexington here. At some point, Coach Fiore will likely, sub some guys in. I bet we're going to get some new faces out here, some new names to call here.
Okay, O'Shaughnessy flanked by, I think that might be Flores, but 3 left in motion right now. Looks like Mao, number 1. Inside
I like that
handoff
play.
to him. He goes
I like
and
that
picks
play.
it up, tries to get outside, makes a nifty move, but ripped down by Sean DeRoss. Sean made some huge plays last week. The DeRoss family will be on the UMass party van on Saturday.
Sean's having a great year, by the way. He's, first-year starter as a junior, has just been so solid at that defensive end, outside linebacker position. Great to see. He might be the best DeRoss of all.
Ooh,
I'm going to go ahead and say that. Patrick, Colin, you guys are okay.
You know what?
But number 11
You're
here.
stirring a pot just like at the Murphy
Yeah,
household between
yeah,
Jack and
let's get that
James. And now we
debate
got to
going.
have Colin, Patrick, and Sean going to be battling with each other. What a play right there. That's
Riley Learned
Riley
flying
Learned
into the
just
football.
Flying everywhere. Murph, we said we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming playoffs. As you know, the Rockets are the number 1 ranked team in the power rankings right now. It's based upon average margin of victory, your opponent's rating. So they sit at number 1, but there is some powerhouses that have now moved in the newly aligned Division III. Mansfield, number 2. North Attleboro, Dartmouth. Our old friends Dwayne Sigsbury and Bill Ricka in there at number 5. West Springfield, Masco, our old friend Pat Sheehan in the top 10. Hingham, Milford, and Silver Lake round out the top 10. Typically what I think it will be is an actual round of 16 in the playoffs. Back to pass. O'Shaughnessy. Oh, he's got a guy out there. He's thrown over, almost pulled in by Labriola. We talk about the cutoff dates of the tournament. They are going to release a bracket on November 3rd, so soon after next week's game. And then the tournament will begin on no earlier than the 7th of November. So there's actually a couple of games. The round of 16 will start on 11/8, round of 8, 11/15. State semifinals the week before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is so late. So the reality is that the Rockets would have to win 3 to get to the state finals. It's going to be very tough going to get there. And then our Thanksgiving opponent at Fenway in D6, they're the number one, I think number 2 maybe now, is Stoneham in D6. And they're undefeated, and they are rolling teams.
That is going to be an epic battle.
It is going to be an epic battle. Coach Almeida and his double wing offense. That's a huge kick in. Nice job by Zach Labs right there to field it.
So high level on the playoffs. What I do like about being in D3 now, Tim, is that in Division 1, Division 2, and Division 4, there are Catholic schools, right? So St. John's Prep and CM's in Division 2, and Malden Catholic, led by Georgie Rogers, a Reading kid, is in Division 4. Division 3 has all public schools. So it's a fair fight. Let's go out and let's play and see who the best football team is. And you know what? The Rockets are as good as anybody out there. I'm loving the lineup right now.
There's conceivably a scenario that has our Fenway Park foes, Reading and Stoneham, playing each other and both lining up for a potential Super Bowl the following week. As the top teams in Division 3 and Division 6, I tell you, the difference between those divisions is not much for the top teams, as Stoneham has been rolling teams in divisions above them as well. So that is going to be a war.
And we beat Winchester, a D2 team last week. That was a very hard-fought game. So, I like our chances. We stay healthy. We keep playing hard here against Lexington, next week against Belmont. I like our chances here in the tournament.
As we get closer, there'll be shifts in this top 10 for the Belmont game, and we'll bring everybody up to speed on the playoff scenarios. Inside handoff right there, Comanos, he cuts back. He gets about 4 or 5 down to the 45-yard line. 5:29 here to go in the third, in hand with the Rockets. 42-7. Murph, where are we going after this? A little early game?
Public Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
So I heard.
We already designated you to go.
Yeah, it was pregame. Well, I'd go to Post or Venetian Moon, but we're not dressed for it. And Jason will kick us out of Post.
We're definitely not dressed for it.
If we show up like this, but hey, our money's still green. Why wouldn't they want to sell us martinis?
I hope Sue O'Connor is listening to this at home right now, because I'll see you tomorrow, apparently.
We're taking them out soon.
We love the early starts. Oh, come on, Dom.
Let's go, kid. And Pate takes it for the first down and more down to the 36-yard line.
The best
Big
part
stick
about last Sunday,
Dom
sleeps over the house. He and Jack are, they have a big night against Winchester. They're out late. They come home, and I walk into my living room, and there's Jack huddled up in a blanket, zonked, watching NFL games, and Dom huddled up in a blanket next to him, completely exhausted. I don't mean wasted. Exhausted, tired. Have football on in the background, just relaxing, enjoying their moment of victory. It was so cool to see.
As Jack Murphy in the interview with the New England football guys afterwards said, it was the most fun he ever had in a game. That was a high energy game against Winchester. Dom got banged up a little bit, but nice to see him walking off. He's okay.
And let me tell you this about this young man, Dom. He's a sophomore, finding his way on the varsity team. He's a huge contributor. The Winchester guys were a little chippy with Jack. As you know, he got hit down low. They're giving him some grief. And every time someone from Winchester got in his face, guess who was there to stick up for him? The sophomore wide receiver, Dom.
There you go.
It was amazing. 15. Love that kid.
1st and 10 here for Murphy and company. He's flanked by, that's McCloskey in there now, and Comanos. Comanos, huge run, nice tackle right there to stop him before he gains the first down, but he gets just inside the 30, it looks like. Comanos and McCloskey in there expelling Devon Bursey. Might be the last of we've seen of Varsity today. Up, 5 touchdowns.
Brady, of course, a junior, 6'2", 220, great size kid. He can run, he can catch. He's had 5 or 6 carries tonight, so showing off his versatility. He'll be a player to watch in the future here for the Rockets.
Bobby Morris up top, split right. McCloskey and Komenos flanking Murphy. That's a handoff to Austin right there. He's shifty and he gets the first down and more. So special teams superstar Austin McCloskey now getting some time in the backfield. Gets the first down there as the Rockets threatening again here.
Another quick shout out to the offensive line. Jacob Whitmer, senior, 6'2", 220, 2-year starter at left tackle. He has just been solid as can be for the better part of 2 years, anchoring that left defensive tackle position. And Gio Pascantelli, left guard, doing the same. Again, the man in the middle, number 55, Riley Leonard. Looks like 58. Barrington Anderson is in the game at right guard. Normally a mainstay on the defensive side of the ball, but playing right guard here this evening. And then, of course, right tackle, number 66, James Donahue, the better of the Donahue brothers for sure. Hope Colin's listening to that.
Second and short here, Murph. Jacks hands it off to McCloskey, cuts back left. Nice job right there by Lexington D. Hey, Murph, I got a tap on the shoulder. I want to give a little shout out to Adrian Muniz, number 74 you talked about earlier. His grandmother's watching from Puerto Rico.
Oh my goodness, that might be the furthest away that we've had listeners.
I have no idea. I know one time a few years ago I was actually listening, Murph, at 2 in the morning from Scotland.
That's true.
I had been up for 24 straight hours, but I don't want to take any thunder away from Grandma, from Adrian's grandmother. But big shout out to her for watching from the international waters, right?
Adrian's a great kid. He's been playing for a long, long time. Great contributor on the defense.
Right there, it looks like.
Follow your block.
Oh my God, there's Austin.
Good for Austin. Did he get in?
Oh, he doesn't give it to him. Big tackle. Austin going in for the touchdown. I thought he had it there, Brian, but I say, you know what you do from the 1 foot line? Hand it off to number 8 again. He's been eating up the yardage in this series. Let's give it right back to him.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Should be no secret here. If I'm coach, I want to give it a number 8. See if we can get in there. Inside handoff to number 8, and who knows more than us, Murph? Austin McCloskey with the touchdown. Beautiful.
Structure that hole, baby.
The Rockets absolutely stepping on the gas here, too. 48-7 right now. It's about to, he might be going for his 7th extra point here as Owen Ravens.
So I think as far as the power rankings go, Tim, the 48-7 doesn't matter. I think they cap it at 14 points.
That's right.
So the Rockets are not here to run the score up at all. I think I mentioned earlier that backup quarterback is injured.
Yeah.
Will shoot. So I'm not even sure they have a backup quarterback tonight. And for those watching at home, if you see Jack out here still playing, it's not because Coach Fiore wants that to be the case.
He might not have any options.
May not have options. But you'll see backup running backs and receivers and linemen in the game here in the 4th.
I'm sure if he did have an option, he'd like to give Jack a rest here as we're going to run into Belmont next week in the last regular season game. The Rockets will stay undefeated here today. We have 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd. We got another quarter ahead of us. Nice kick right there. He gets past him. I think he touched it too. He's going to pick that up at the 5-yard line. Now he downs it on the 3-yard line. Whew. That was a knuckleball trick bounced through him twice, does everything he can just to pounce on the ball. It's going to be a quick 97 yards ahead of Lexington here. I'll tell you, we started out with the first play from scrimmage as the wide receiver option with Pulpy taking and throwing a bomb to Bobby Morris. And Adam O'Shaughnessy and team march right down to tie it up at 7. We got a game here, and it's been nothing but Reading since.
Looks like number 47, who I don't have on my roster,
You know what? We do have a roster right here.
is warming up.
Newly added name right here.
Okay.
And I think Ace Bryson has it. Let's get his name called, because Ace mentioned it to me today. He's got a guy in here, number 47. He might have it.
I'll grab it.
Yeah. All right, start of the fourth quarter here, Murph. As you go, Murph's going in to collect the updated roster from Ace Bryson. Big long field ahead of him here. Looks like it went to Seaflow there. He pushes for just a couple, but gets pushed back immediately. No gain, maybe a loss of a yard right there.
47, Kobe Johnson, a freshman, 6'1", 160. Really good player on the freshman team this year. Looks like Coach DiLoretto is giving him some advice here on the sidelines. He might get his varsity debut here this evening. 11 minutes left to go in the game.
Hey, Ace Bryson doesn't miss a thing. He goes, hey, listen, we got a new player on the roster here tonight. I think it might have been for placing for Shoot, right, who's hurt. And sure enough, he's like,
incredible.
I go, is he going to get some play tonight? He goes, I think he might.
He just turned 80, did Ace, and he's still sharp as a tack.
He's still an ace. Oh, handoff here, very tricky right there. It's Robbie Savio rips him down before the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long here for Lexington. In comes LaMontagne, 44.
The only thing about Kobe Johnson, we got to get him a better number. We can't have a quarterback number 47.
Hey, listen.
What are we doing here? I've heard a lot about this kid. I think he's a really good player. Competing for time next year for the Rockets, and hopefully he has a good experience here tonight.
They break the huddle here. It's 3rd and 9 from the 5-yard line. The Minutemen would like to get something going here. Very tough field position for them.
Speaking of Adrian Muniz, senior 5'8", 250 at the nose tackle right now, flanked by Camus and Barrington.
Number 49, Colby Ferris into the game as well, linebacker. He rolls out there, throws it away. It's 4th down here. They're going to have to kick. Can't turn the ball over here, but it's still going to be incredible field position for the Rockets. Colby Ferris, we mentioned his father was a stud quarterback in 1985 when I was playing this. His father, Scott.
Great baseball player too, Colby. Catcher on the high school baseball team. 26, James Rodriguez out there at the gunner position.
Coach Fiore mixing it up with the lineup here. In comes number 20 right now.
Kamari Moorville. 31, Caraco.
Back deep in his end zone. Ready to kick. Oh, he's going to try it. Tries a fake, and he's going to get sacked. And it's going to be a safety. Wow, I don't know if that was by design because it was big pressure. Trying to sneak up the middle, couldn't do it. And to add insult to injury here, he comes up limping, and the Rockets add 2 more with a safety. 51-7 here with 8 minutes to go, and they're going to run the clock here in the 4th.
What do we talk about now, Tim?
I don't know. Let's talk about each other, Murph.
Did I mention how good you were last week?
Here's something that I will talk about. 11/22, Friday the 22nd. We are having a party in memory of my buddy Mike Lloyd, who passed away this year. Unfortunately, of brain cancer. Mike played in our band many years ago, and Mike said, "We want to." I go, "I want you guys to have a party. I want the 2 bands that I played in over my life to play. Here's a playlist. Let's do it. It's open. We'd love to have people come up and you know, the guys who know my buddy Mike Lloyd. There's a lot of them here in Reading. Mikey Lloyd, his son played football with my son Dan. 21 graduate, is in the Army right now.
Track and field.
Wife Carrie, track and field guys, and so. There's going to be a celebration life party on the 22nd up at the Moose Lodge in North Reading for Mikey Lloyd. He's a beautiful guy.
22nd?
Count me in.
November 22nd. Be a kickoff here from the 20 after the safety. Clock running down to under 7 minutes now. Who do we have back deep?
We got Elias Spiros, we got Pember, we've got Rogerson up front. Looks like Pulpy and Bercy are deep. Little squibber.
Squib kick right there, gets picked up by who else? McCloskey. He's a ball magnet. Every single time there's a kickoff, it goes to McCloskey.
He's just such a good athlete. A little undersized, but does everything really well. You know, if not for Devon Bercy, like I said earlier, he's probably the best running back in the league, right? But he's backing up a all-scholastic kid. Okay.
I'm going to give a little
we
shout
got some
out.
names and numbers here, Timmy.
Yes, sir. We got a lot.
I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy John Vetter and his sister Cheryl, twins. Their birthday was this week. I don't want to say how old they are. They'll be furious with me, but Vetter family, superstar athletes, at least one of them, Cheryl was. No, John was actually an incredible baseball player, track, and hockey player. He played on one of the best teams of Reading High ever fielded here in 1983 with the likes of Mike Golden and Billy Thompson, and that team was stacked. It's a team that lost in the state semifinals to Mackinac in an absolute war. Those were great memories.
Best athlete is his son, Ray, though.
Yeah,
Let's be
Ray.
honest. Ray Vetter, total beast. Hockey and baseball.
Ray might be the tallest of a gigantic family, too. We'll shout one out to John Vetter Sr., too. He loves watching these games, always checking in from Van Norden Road. First down here.
At center, we have 63, Anthony Fratto, sophomore, 6 feet, 215.
Inside handoff right there. Ooh, wow, gets
face
pulled down.
mask
Looks like a
action,
face
maybe?
mask. They're going to call the face mask, too. Looked like Jamari Wright with the carry there, 28.
We've got 65, Anthony Rosenfeld, sophomore, 5'11", 280.
Is that Kobe Johnson in there, QB now, Murph?
Colby Johnson, 47.
Beautiful.
That QB.
Freshman getting some time here. Like you said, he may be a guy competing for that starting role next year for the Rockets.
Left tackle, 51, Caden McNeese, a sophomore, 6'1", 185, three-sport athlete. Getting his first varsity action here this evening.
After the face mask, they're going to move it 15 yards ahead. 4 minutes to go and counting as the clock ticks down here.
We've got 22, Ethan Pember out there, 6'2", 155. Sorry, 5'6", 150.
Here comes
Gave
Johnson
Ryan
with the
Fitzgerald
play.
stats there real quick. Anthony Rosenfeld, as I mentioned, at right tackle.
Johnson in the shotgun, flanked left and right. Good snap inside. Oh, inside handoff, but it gets buffed. And it looks like Lexington might have pounced on it.
Let's see what the refs say.
Tried an inside handoff there. I think that was to Jamari Wright again, and the ball's fumbled and turned over.
You know what? That's what you're going to get. I'm guaranteeing none of these kids got any repetitions at all during the week, so you got to expect some of that.
Timing's going to be off a little bit. These guys playing some of their first action.
First turnover in probably close to 8 quarters.
It's true. It's true. Since we were giving it away at the Cumberland game, that was the last time we turned the ball over.
Who could give it away more in that one?
Yeah. Fortunately, they were giving it back to us.
I know. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that Winchester game was one of the better high school football games I've seen in years, and played very, very cleanly. Minimal penalties.
That was a great
minimal
football
turnovers.
Game, both sides.
It was incredible. It was a punch, counter punch right down to the end.
Number 64, Alex Gassetto, a junior, 6 feet, 235 at the right defensive end.
Cade McNeese, sophomore, is out there as well on the line. Looks like a new quarterback in for Lexington, too. Gets stacked up immediately. Who's in there? 65.
Anthony Rosenfeld, sophomore, 5'11", 280.
Big body Rosenfeld comes in and cleans up a couple of guys.
Colby Farris, you mentioned him earlier, junior, 5'10", 165, in on that play.
It's like quarterback in there is Nazir Mendez Stefan. Sorry for the mispronunciation for the Lexington folks, but number 15 is in there, quarterback for Lexington. Looks like he's flanked by Christian Flores. So the inside handoff to Flores. He's shifty. Oh, he's got some moves. Gets the first down. Close to midfield here. 138 and ticking, Murph. Murph, let's set up next week. We got Belmont. The Rockets will stay undefeated here. Belmont also having a down year. If the Rockets do what they're supposed to do, they can go into the playoffs potentially undefeated. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but nonetheless, we will be here next week. It will be senior night. Maybe we'll get here a little bit earlier and get some of this stuff. I'll talk to RCTV about getting some of the senior night festivities on camera. That would be nice for our senior players and senior cheerleaders. 1 minute left to go in the game here. The Rockets are going to take this one right now.
Zaylen Puff, sophomore, 6'1", 170 with the tackle there. Great play by Zaylen. 39, Jonathan Lee is out there, sophomore, 5'5", 140 at the left cornerback position.
Can I just comment about what an incredibly awesome name Zaylen Puff is?
It's pretty cool.
Number 61 with the tackle right there. That's Max Varney.
Good job, Max.
Is that our boy Brian Varney's
It
son?
sure is. It sure is.
Oh, boy. Brian Varney would do anything to put himself right in the middle linebacking position today. He still looks like a football player.
He is a football player.
Number 30, Logan Abrams, sophomore, 5'10", 180 in the game.
Max has the same motor as his dad in intensity. He's going to get a lot of play coming up. Big gang tackle right there, and that's going to be the end of the game here, Murph. With the final, Reading 51, Lexington 7. The Rockets get the job done as expected. We got Belmont next week in the last game of the Middlesex League. Murph, we'll see you soon, buddy. Thanks for coming out.
See you next week, Timmy.